Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about communication and the importance of communication in a relationship. And if one decides to Google communication, they can see on the internet, or I say Google, search on the internet, they can see that communication is important for any relationship. It's also important for work or pretty much anything it is that someone wants to do. Just a quick search yielded these couple of things that communication was good for. It helps strengthen respect in relationship, helps take the guesswork out, helps avoid misunderstandings, helps build trust, lets partners support each other. It helps the love between partners to grow, and then it's also great for a person's mood. It's a boost. It lifts one up. So just one quick search. My ex-husband would tell me that there was no point in communication. So I would ask him, "Hon, don't you think maybe we should talk about some of these things, and so we can get closer, we can work together?" And he would tell me that there's no need for communication in a marriage. Then I would say, "But all the great marriage counselors say it. It's on the internet. Just communication in any regard is important." And he would say, "Well, they don't know what they're talking about. Communication is stupid. I don't need to talk to you. You don't need to talk to me. That's it." So I think the audacity of an individual to look me in the eye and say that communication is not important, that all these great doctors don't know what they're talking about, the scientists don't know what they're talking about, the therapists don't know what they're talking about, is pretty interesting. Of course, as a narcissist, we had to do exactly what he said. That's the only form of communication he understood. I've said this a little bit before. He would say jump, and we have to be in the air before we ask how high. It was very drill sergeant-esque. Basically he would tell us what to do, and we had to do it, and we better not ask. However, we couldn't even ask for a favor like, "Hey, maybe could you hand me that, or could you help me with this?" Then it was, "Why do you need help? Why? Well, you can't do it by yourself. You can't do that by yourself. You don't have hands, you don't have feet. What?" Also very rude, very disrespectful. But through our marriage, I would plead and plead with him for us to communicate. The only person that I know of that he communicates with is his sister, and he would tell me that I was jealous of his sister because he communicated with her. I think it's great that he talks to her, and I'm not jealous of her. I know for a fact that the only reason why he communicates with her on a daily basis is because he feels guilty for how he treated her when they were young. I think I also mentioned this before. He was very mean to her, very hurtful towards her, and he, on a daily basis, tried to physically hurt her. In fact, one day he tried to set her on fire. I mean, something I did not know before I married him. Had I known, I would have never married him, period. But I found that out afterwards, and I found out because she told me. And she, she's a very sweet girl, but that's ridiculous. So anyway, that's why he talks to her. And then I would say, "Hey, I think it's wonderful you two talk, but we should talk too. That would help build trust, help build a relationship." And he would tell me no. In fact, just to give you all an idea of the type of person I'm dealing with, the last time I asked him, and this is very, very hurtful to me, and this is very sharp words, so warning, sensitivity warning. I asked him, "Please, let us communicate. I just want to, don't you want a better marriage, a better working environment between us?" And he said, "You know what? You need to let it go. You need to be like a rape victim and fucking let it go." You know what? I am a rape victim, and that is extremely hurtful. And in this day and age of Me Too, holy shit, like what the fuck? And he laughed. And then he went, "Oh my God, oops, I forgot who I'm talking to. My bad." Like it was a joke that should be okay in front of other men or other guys or whoever it is he hangs out with. But with me, oh, oops, yeah, I guess I shouldn't have said that one to you. Maybe to other people, but not to you. That's terrible. That's terrible communication. And beyond that, that's just a terrible person right there. Who the hell thinks that that's okay? That one really hurt. And I think that's all I can say about that for right now. But, we'll talk about some more stuff later. But you guys, and gals, and whoever's out there, if you're in a relationship like this where a person's a narcissist, you need to run. I didn't realize I was in this situation for a really long time. Um, I didn't know, I just thought that I needed to keep my chin up, keep my mouth shut, and just move forward and make it work, and try to love as much as possible. But there are some things that just love won't cure, and I can't cure him. This is his own journey. These are his own choices, and he needs to make them separate of myself and separate of my children, because I'm teaching my children that it's okay for a man to treat a woman that way, and it's okay for a woman to be a victim and abused. That's just unacceptable. So that's it for today. See you next time. Peace.